Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to a new day at the shop here. It is not that much later than the last video I made. Let's see. So I got a project to do, and like usual, it's not what I was planning on doing. I was planning on working on the Big Oliver, but something has come up. I am going to attempt to make a fire ring, and I'm going to bring you along. So join me as I attempt to make a fire ring for my church, because we do our Easter sunrise service outside, and we have a big bonfire when we do it. And you know, we've had rocks and stuff as a fire pit, but I want to make a fire ring, just make it a little bit nicer. So here we go. Oh, hello, and welcome to Better Than Common Garage. I'm your host, I think, for the most part. No, that was stupid. So I have the program loaded. You see it there. My little green dot showing me where my torch head is, even though my torch head isn't on there. Now you notice, made me a nice little water table here. Real cheap, real easy, just some scrap metal I had laying around. The water is evaporated because I haven't used it very often, but usually about 2 gallon or so, it gets it up to the slats and makes for a somewhat dust-free cutting experience. Now that comes with some problems because the arc droid isn't exactly waterproof, so I try to protect it from splashes and stuff as it cuts around close to the machine. So that actually loaded. I wasn't expecting it to load. Sometimes with bigger programs like this, when you got a lot of little letters and stuff and a lot of little lines, it makes the program file too large for the machine to handle when you load it into it. So that was what I was doing here. I was just attempting to see if it would fit, and it fits within the machine's parameters, both lengthwise and height-wise, so that'll be nice. And let me load you up the other one, see what I got going in here. And that is this one. There. So what I did was I made if you look right there, there's a little, it's a 1/4 inch hole that I have programmed into it to cut. And what that does for me, say this program airs out, you know, halfway through, you know, whatever, your plasma cutter overheats, something to that effect, you have a 1/4 inch hole already cut in your part. And it's the first thing that it does in the program is cut that hole. So you have that hole in your part, in the program, you know exactly where it is, so you can just come back over and it, like your plate moves, you can just move your plate back where it was, center up back on your hole, re-zero the machine, restart where you were. That is probably one of my biggest complaints about this machine, is there's no capability of restarting halfway through your program, halfway through your cut. Some of the bigger machines, some of the machines that I use at work, well, not personally use, some of the machines I program for at work, they are more than capable enough of starting halfway through a cut. You know, you just pick a spot where you were, and usually it's close enough and it'll just buzz right along where it was. Last but not least, this was an upgrade I didn't talk about. I should have talked about it in the last video, but we got a new plasma cutter. The little Lincoln was working fine, but it has drawbacks. It's not exactly made for stuff like this where you're constantly piercing and stopping and piercing and stopping like this. The last you've seen that was a lot of stop and starts. I mean, each one of these letters has its own lead in, lead out, piercing, starting to cut, turning off in a short amount of time. That machine tends to overheat. I guarantee you in this program here, it would have stopped, I don't know, 3/4 of the way through, overheated. I would have had to stop the arc droid and try to pick up back where I was, which that can be a huge pain in the butt. This machine, however, is from Prime Weld, and I think it's a 60 amp, which they claim can do up to 5/8. I cut 1/2 inch like it was butter with it, so I have no doubt that it will do 5/8. And I am more than pleased with it. It was like $600, $500, $550, something like that. Come with a nice machine or a nice torch, real long lead, and it has a computer. I don't know if you can see it. It's like a regular plug in the back for hooking up to a machine, which is really nice. I didn't have to open up the machine and have wires sticking out of it, and you can see those little wires there. That's what that was from. But anywho, I think the next step is going to be getting my sheet. Let me show you where my sheet is. I bought a sheet of 3/16 over the summer, a 4x8 sheet, and I have it shoved back here out of the way and sort of safe and sound. But what I want to do is cut 16-inch wide strips. 3 of them. That'll give me a total of 12 foot of length. And then you roll that and stitch it together. It'll get you roughly a 4 foot diameter circle. And I think each one will be like a panel and have its own separate thing, or you can make it the same, whatever. That's what I'm going to work on next, making that happen. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, because I don't know if you know that or not, but a 4x8 sheet of steel is not exactly something that maneuvers easily. So I'm probably going to have to take a little plasma cutter over and just a lightning scissors, as Derek calls it, take and slice that sucker down, cut me 3 strips and bring them over and cut them on here. So this ought to be fun. It's ugly. All right, so what we have here are my pieces. There's that one. The other two standing up there. And I ground them up, cut them off, ground them up on my little table there. Next time I do these, I'm going to invest in a circular saw blade. I can throw in my skill saw and just zip, slice down through that loudly and quickly, but hopefully a little bit more cleanly. I did okay, but it's definitely, you can tell it was cut by hand and not by machine. So, anywho, I got some numbers here that I got to lay out for my 0 points off of this edge in to establish my 0 points for where I want the two programs to sit on my plate. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can set you guys up here. I got you on a little GoPro stand, and it's just very wobbly. All right, let's try that. Okay. That should, in theory, get me where I need to be. Let's prove that out first. Let me show you what I'm going to do. My little plotter attachment that I made. See that? That will go on here. Attaches on like any other like the torch does and like the pen does for this. Oh my goodness. My steel is filthy. There we go. That's gooder. Much more gooder. Anyway, not important. So what I can do here is, like you would for a normal program, go set your 0. And then, can you see me? And then just run it. But without turning the torch on, because you obviously have no torch. Kind of outside the detector area. Let's check your drawing. Okay, so I've done like that. So let's move all of this back here. Let's see if it likes this. There we go. And as it goes, it draws exactly what you're going to cut. Now, you could use this for many different things, but I'm using it just to, for my first panel, I'm going to plot out everything that I want to cut and just make sure it sits on the panel where I think it's going to look right. And then I can adjust if I need to. You can see it's laying it all out as if it was cutting it. And there's a little bit of travel in that sled there to give that pen just a forgiveness on height of the plate, the height differences of the plate, I should say. Now, I just eyeballed it square to the back. I probably ought to double check that. That'll be one thing that may change a little bit. There we got, what are we going to call that? 3 1/4? 3 1/4. Okay, so it's square. Yep, I'm happy with that. All right, so let's move it and run the other program. There we go. Okay, so that one worked. The 0 point there. Zero point there. Load the other program. No, they don't like that. Check it for square. Three and a quarter, 3 1/4. Set the 0 a little bit there. Let's see if it likes that. It's just a little bit outside of the range of this, but it seems to be working just fine. Now you can see how this pen holder works. I'll show you here. You see how it slides independent? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to fudge it to me a little bit. But all in all, pretty happy with that. I'm going to bring both the zeros out, maybe a heavy 1/4 inch. I think I have it drawn for that dot to be a 1/2 inch off of the edge of the plate. And right now I'm about, 11/16. So I'll get that into where the 1/2 inch is, and hopefully that'll be good. Right now I'm going to let it run and do all this. I'll pick you guys back up. All right. I got a table full of water. The torch is attached. My new zeros are laid out. I shrank them, or I brought both my measurements in an inch from where they were. Brought them back about 3/8 to a 1/2 of an inch. And I think we're ready to see where we can go. Let me lay out this first one. It looks to be pretty good. Let's see where it seems to be in the parameters. within my box. We're rocking and rolling now. Okay, one in a row is done. And I just want to show you the quality of the cut that plasma machine lets. This is the backside. And I mean, I don't know if you guys got a real good view of that, but that is, that's as good as you can get with a plasma, honestly. And my little mess up there, I'll have to add a touch of weld, but that shouldn't be no big deal. Get this ground up while the next one's cutting. Let's get to it. And just like that, that is it. As far as the plasma goes, I got the last one out here, went without fault. First two sitting here on the trash can, all ground up, ready to go. And then the last one here, getting ready to grind up. So that'll be it for today, probably. I don't think I'll get to forming these anytime soon, so. Or I shouldn't say that. Not today I'll get to forming these, probably tomorrow. So, more to come. So what are we looking here, Pap?
We need some chimneys. What do we got going on down there?
What is this fancy contraption?
What? You mean to tell me there's nothing in down there? There's no shims in it.
No. I have it set up for bending tin.
Okay.
I just pick it up, slide a piece of tin in, smash it down tight. You get a nice crisp bend that way. But it needs shims for this, yes.
Nice. It's on gravel right now.
Well, yeah.
Gravel's good for it.
Gravel's there for spacing.
And lubrication.
So, Dandy, grab some 2 pieces of 1/4-inch 5/0. Just, I see that actually we might be able to break that in 2 pieces right there. What is that? Yeah, there we go, just like that. Watch your fingies.
You're gonna want to put that on the other side, right?
The what?
On the other side, right? Like here?
No.
Right here?
You have one
Yeah,
there.
you got one there. I need one over here. See, there's none here, none in there.
Oh, no, right.
Is that good?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so like this, is that how that goes? We gotta have one
This
of
looks
them.
like it was farmer built.
I'm telling you, this is Cal Custom Pencil Hollow Special. Forbes Road Overlook.
Forbes Road overlook.
Forbes Road Trail Overlook. Farmerish. Cal Custom Engineering.
You think this old
I was trying not to starve, is really what it comes down to, fellas. Okay, see if that'll slide through now, Andy. That should go right through there. Okay, now, yeah, back her out. There you go.
nice?
Okay, wait a minute.
But it looks like we just got a bunch of dirt and gravel in it.
Yeah, run her through now. Maybe it'll come through better now. Watch your back, don't hurt your back. Yeah, there we go. That's about what it should look like.
Grab some gravel there, Jebby.
Okay, now we have to lay the bends out. Okay, we got this good enough, okay. We gotta mark each bend. It has to be square.
Right. Do 1 inch at a time.
1 inch at a time, yeah.
Ow.
That hurt.
That hurt my earballs. Why don't you give us a backstory on the bender, Dad?
Well, we were starving and we needed a way to make some money. And I had a welder, but I didn't have a bender, so I made a bender.
There you go.
I was fixing dumpsters. The guy come and wanted me to fix the bottoms on dumpsters.
That's how I learned how to weld.
Yeah, Andy, he helped. Jeff Felton helped. Jimmy Morris helped.
Oh my goodness. All the
$5
guys.
an hour, no benefits. You ought to heard that guy left.
Oh my. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back
Oh,
then,
we
that,
did.
that was good extra money back then.
Oh, we made good money on them. I don't know. I did that for. Oh, I bet you we did
I don't know. We did-
75 of them maybe.
Dumpsters.
Yeah,
Oh, 50 for sure.
yeah, for sure. They'd be lined
He'd
up
bring,
in the driveway.
yeah, he would bring just a regular car trailer.
That must have
Filled with
been before me. I don't remember them.
Rotten bottoms. No, you was around.
Was I?
You were just little.
You was just a little turd.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, I
can't
don't.
believe
I
you
don't
didn't
remember
get
that.
involved in that. Yeah.
I was probably. I think I was driving, so I think I was like 15, 16,
Yeah.
welding those things up.
Yeah.
I'd come after school and weld up a little bit.
Yeah.
No, that'd have been 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was busy getting steel ordered in and getting them cut and bending them. And then and then fitting them together. I'd cut the bottoms out and fit the new bottoms on, and then these guys would weld them. Anybody I could find that could hold the torch and make a bead.
It didn't have to be pretty.
No, it didn't care. I didn't care what it looked like. Neither did John Feather. Old John Feather was his name.
He was out there by
Himmler.
the chicken farm, right?
Yeah, Himmler. Just right down the road. But yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, sir. We made pretty decent money at that. It helped. We didn't starve anyway.
That was the goal.
Take it. We need a 2-foot square.
All right.
You probably ought to cut that out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know where my.
Huh?
Oh, there's my mittens.
Yeah, we do need to cut that out.
Always cut towards yourself.
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly right. Don't you nuts. You're done?
I'm done.
Okay. That's all we did. Oh, Bender.
Boy, I sharpened this thing up last week.
Pretty impressive.
I got a pretty good scold on it that time.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
It ain't perfect, but good enough for the word.
Yeah. This will be better with Andy.
Boy, that ain't bending.
Come on over to the side. It will.
Slide it over.
Yeah. And it's not as far. Once you get past the first couple bends, it'll do better as well. There you go. Yeah, that's about what you want. It'll do better on the next one. One thing was we probably don't have it set up very good to where it's supported correctly.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see what we can get away with. What? We might need some pipe. Some pipe. Yeah, we're gonna need some pipe.
Okay, break.
Pause. It's bending her.
Yeah, it is.
It'll bend it. We might need to put a C-clamp.
C-clamp on the,
Like right in here.
yeah, the holder down.
Yeah.
It is a little loose. We might have to tighten up our shims maybe.
Yeah. Well, see, it won't clamp without the being properly shimmed. You know.
Well, but if we took the shim out, we have to loosen and tighten every time.
No, you want the shim in, but it needs to be shimmed the same amount.
Mm-hmm.
This has to be level
Right.
to clamp it.
Jed clamp it?
That's exactly right. Okay, we need to find some pipe. Is that thing you made there for the?
Yeah,
That looks like metal.
it does. That's
Is that aluminum?
That's that silver. It's a silver filament.
Okay. I got my phone working. I need you to help me get my icons set back up.
Okay.
Where they belong. That was nice how they were.
Hey, there it is. No, we don't
Just
need
bump
to.
it. Just bump it.
Yeah.
Monty.
Oh yeah.
Muy bueno.
Much. Well, that one's still tight. That looks pretty good there.
Okay.
You got
Nice. That's awesome.
Snickers.
No, it's air fresher.
No way.
Yeah.
He sells that.
Got it?
I don't have Braden here anymore to keep the patio cleaned off.
Who?
Braden.
Have you heard anything out of him?
Go ahead.
No.
We're easy. He's easy. That's good.
I don't really need him here. I mean,
Yeah, well, it saves us a bunch of money, really.
Go ahead.
I'd rather see you and I get
Well-
that money.
yeah.
The company.
Hold on. Let me do something else. Go ahead.
Put that Bennett.
That didn't bend. There you go. It just has to move just barely.
Yeah, just a peach.
We're way
Just
tight
a peach fuzz.
tight on all.
Okay, let's not do it now. Let's wait till it's out, because we can actually decide right where to push it. You know,
Yeah.
we'll keep it close, but once we get it out, we can tweak it. Probably easier when it's out.
You can turn this off. Yeah. Only there is a short shirt and shoot patch.
A short shirt and a peach patch.
That's exactly right. That's what
It's a little tight. And then, yeah. So, it's a work in progress.
Yeah.
Now we're doing some unbending. Oh.
It's stupid.
There's spalls got us.
Yeah. Which way you want to do?
In.
How about that?
I'll bend that down.
That's not terrible. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Take her out of there. Let's see what we got.
Dad, why don't you take it out?
Yeah.
Why are you letting him do that?
Yeah.
Well, it says they got spalls on them.
Yeah.
What we need to do is draw a circle on the ground here.
Yes.
It's not terrible.
Not terrible.
I mean, it is a fire pit after all.
Yeah. I like it.
You want to try to draw a circle on the ground?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's draw a circle. That'll be fun.
And
All right, Pappy, we got her done.
yeah.
It isn't perfect. It don't need to be perfect. It's a fire ring. Had to do some recalculating on our radii,
Yes.
but we got it. The old press did a good job.
Had to really do some ciphering.
Had to do some practicing our gazentas. But yeah, Dad said he's going to paint it.
Yep.
I got Easter stuff to go to.
Yes, sir.
The old press worked pretty good.
Pastor Ryan's gonna love it.
That's it. We'll try to get a video of a fire in it.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are at the church. You can see this is our little existing fire ring, and this is where we typically do our sunrise service. The sun will come right up over there. It's pretty beautiful, and so we're going to set this fire ring up right here. Let's see if I can't find a good spot to set you guys. I'll set you right here on this log. How's that going to work? Oh, goodness. There we go. That's good enough. Ha! It's even about the right diameter. Okay. Well, as you can see back here, that is a done project. Well, actually not quite. Dad is gonna go get some high temp spray paint and hose it down with a coat of paint and then throw the bolts in it and bolt it together. But this is as far as I'm gonna go with it. I got family stuff to do today, so I gotta run off. But like always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time.